Hey guys, I'm Becky from Book Bite Reviews, and welcome to my mini magical readathon vlog. Today it is Monday, it is just after midnight, and I am starting this vlog on time. I know, who am I? But I'm so excited to be participating in this. I really love G's magical readathons, and I'm so happy to be participating in this one. I will say that there is some up in the airness with the future of the magical readathons because of J.K. Rowling's terrible comments about trans people, and I don't blame G at all for reconsidering what her channel looks like and what these readathons look like. She has said that right now the position she is in is she's going to finish up the magical readathon for this year and then try to recreate it for next year so that it's not Harry Potter based but still magical. I'm sure it'll still be amazing. I will definitely still participate to see how it is, and if it's still fantastic, then continue to participate. But I'm honestly very sad to see the Harry Potter-ness go. I, along with a lot of other people in the community, have agreed that this is our community. J.K. Rowling might have written the books, but what her personal beliefs and comments and etc. are do not reflect this community. We are open to everyone, and we do not share the same beliefs that she does at all, especially in terms of the LGBTQ plus community. So I do want to say, even though we shouldn't have to make this statement at all in today's age, but from what else is going on in 2020, it's not surprising that we even have to. But I do want to say that even though I am a big fan of Harry Potter, I do not support J.K. Rowling. I am forever now going to be saying that the Harry Potter books are written by Gilderoy Lockhart. I support everyone who is in the LGBTQ plus community, and I am so sorry that anyone gave that woman a Twitter account. It needs to be stripped. But like I was saying, I understand why G is changing things. I totally understand that some people may see her making Harry Potter content and think that she is at the same mindset of JK. I would hope people don't, but it can happen. And I know that that's a really big concern of G's, so we're just going to have to see what the future holds for the magical readathon. But right now it is happening. I know that G is not going to be very public with it because, again, she doesn't want anybody to get the wrong idea or be offended. And it's super sad, but again, I understand. However, I'm going to make this vlog because I like making vlogs. I like talking with you guys about what I'm reading, but I wanted to make sure to say something to let you guys know where I stand, and I will continue to make that in every video where I talk about Gilderoy Lockhart's books, because I want to make sure that you guys know that I know that they are not written by J.K. Rowling anymore. So, let's talk about this magical readathon. So we have a map that we have to follow, and there's only one book that is mandatory, which is the book to get in the gate, the book to open up the bricks to us so that we can go into Hogsmeade, and that is to read a book that has a map. So for that prompt, I'm going to be rereading A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This book does have a map right here at the front. I am planning on hopefully checking out the audiobook because I enjoy listening to audiobooks while playing Animal Crossing, and that's still an obsession of mine. So I need as many audiobooks this week as possible. Even though you have to read this book to technically get in the gates, and it's the only mandatory book, I think technically you could read any of the books in any order, but that doesn't make sense to me in my brain. I like to try to follow rules. So this is a rule that I am going to stick to. I am going to start and finish this first before getting on to any other books. However, I do have one book that I'm currently reading that I would like to finish for the magical readathon, and I'm going to plan on reading more of it tonight. I definitely don't foresee me finishing it, so wherever I stop tonight, then I will start reading ACOTAR and then come back to this. So on my Kindle, I have an art copy of Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall. I am only 18% of the way through it, but I'm really, really enjoying it. I have no idea what shop I'm going to use this book for. I have to relook at the prompts. I also have to figure out what else I'm going to be reading this week, but I have like some ideas, and I think I'm just going to like wing it this week and read as much as possible. My big plan to try and get through all the shops that I would like to go to. I don't think I'm going to go to all of them, but all the shops that I would like to prioritize and go to, I'm going to try to use audiobooks and graphic novels for as many as possible. But what those books are, I have some ideas, but really it's up in the air, and I think I'm just going to take it by like, what am I feeling like reading? What prompt will that fit for? And do that. Later on today, at 10 o'clock in the morning, I have to go to work, and I will be in the building for today and tomorrow with my little team that is designated to be in the building on those days. And I am going to hopefully be printing out the map so that I can color it in. I'm hopefully also going to be gluing it into my bullet journal, so I'm going to try to shrink it down to the correct size, which means I do need to measure my bullet journal to figure out what that size is. But that is the plan. I want to like color in the little footsteps to the places that I go. I think that'd be really, really cool. But yeah, those are my plans. So right now I have some delicious frozen pizza to consume. I'm going to read more of Boyfriend Material, and then I'm going to go to sleep and hopefully start A Court of Thorns and Roses when I get home from work. So I will check in with you guys a little bit later. Oh, I did want to show off my shirt. I wore this today for Father's Day. Technically yesterday now. But I want to show it off because it's Harry Potter and we're starting the Magical Readathon. But this is a shirt that I got from the Bookish box in their Harry Potter box, and it says, I read about it in Hogwarts, A History, and I really love the shirt. I really, really love the design, and I'm just a big, big fan and thought, let's show it off. But alright, now I'm going to eat this pizza because I am so hungry. Hey guys, it is Thursday. I'm pretty sure that I haven't updated you in quite a few days, but let's talk about the progress I've made so far. To be honest, it hasn't been a whole lot of progress today. Well, today after work, so tonight, I should be making like the bulk of my progress, so we will see what happens. But in case I did not tell you, as far as Boyfriend Material, I am 53% of the way through it. That is what I got done on Monday, and now I'm putting it aside until I finish the first book for the Readathon, which for me is A Court of Thorns and Roses. I did already tell you guys about this. I did start it. I'm on page 20, and I read one chapter on Tuesday and one chapter on Wednesday, and here we are. Not a whole lot of reading has been done, but I've been listening to the audio of this. I don't really think I'm a huge fan of it, so I may switch to physically reading. Also, these last couple days, I've been extremely, extremely tired, and I've been listening to the audio right before bed, so I read like a chapter and then I pass out. Totally makes sense. But this is a reread for me, so it's not that detrimental that I like super pay attention. I remember like pretty much everything until like maybe like midway through the book. That's when I forget everything and how it ends. I think I remember like some key pieces, but for the most part, I don't remember anything. So we are going to try reading it. I may switch to physically reading it, but we shall see. But yes, like I said, today is the day where the bulk of this readathon will get done. I also, when I was in the building at work the other day, I printed out the Hogsmeade map so I can put it in my bullet journal and color it in as we go. So I'll definitely do that part with you guys and fill it in with you guys as well. But yes, I think that that's everything for my reading. Reading hasn't really happened, but that's to be expected during a work week. Now, it's Thursday, I have Friday and Saturday off. I'm hoping to get a lot done. I don't want to just get like these 2 books done. I want to get like 5. We'll see if that's even possible. But really quickly before I get to work today, which is of course from home, which is why I look like a bum today, I do have a package that I wanted to open up with you guys. I'm so excited. As you guys know, I do have a Kindle. This is the Kindle Paperwhite, and they have been running a sale on the new Kindle Paperwhite, which is waterproof and comes in different colors. So I've had this Kindle for, I think, like 5 years or something, a minimum of 4 years. It still works, it's totally usable, and I'm definitely going to keep it as a backup. But I've really been wanting the Kindle Oasis because it's waterproof, and when I found out that this Paperwhite is waterproof and it's so much cheaper than the Oasis, I decided to go ahead and get this, especially because it's on sale. It's like $20 cheaper than it normally is. I think it's on sale for $69.99, I want to say. To be honest, the Paperwhite is really all I need. It has a glare-free screen. It only comes in black and white. Really all you can do on it is read, which is all I want a Kindle for. I got a Kindle Fire when they first came out. Not a big fan. I'm really not a big fan of tablets. So I just want something that I can read on. I want it to be black and white. I want something that's light and small and compact, and I would really prefer if it was waterproof so that I could like read it in the pool or at the beach or in the bathtub, or just not have to worry about it if water gets on it. So even though this has been fantastic to me and is in still perfect condition, I'm going to keep it as a backup so that if this one dies, I still have this one. Also, the batteries on these last like forever, so I'm a really big fan. I always keep mine in airplane mode so that it lasts even longer because there's no Wi-Fi like constantly resyncing and seeing if there's anything to add to the home screen. So I keep it in airplane mode, and then when I do have something to put on it, I turn it off, let it download, and then put it back on. So just a little pro tip. So I've already told you what's in the box, but let's open it up. It is the new Paperwhite, which I'm so excited about. Wow. Okay, this package is like, I mean, like, I know that this isn't that big, but like, I think this is like thinner than this one. I'm expecting, I mean, so far this is also like a lot lighter. I'm excited. This one has a 6-inch touchscreen display, which is the exact same as mine. It is waterproof for 2 meters for 60 minutes. Fantastic. Built-in light, Wi-Fi, and 8 gigs. So let's open her up. Okay. First of all, I do want to say I really love Kindle's logo of this person reading underneath a tree. I really love it. I ended up getting like this wall skin. It's like wallpaper, but you can like take it off and put it back on. That looks kind of like the tree from Kindle in my old bedroom when I lived with my mom. So I really love that logo. But now let's, oh, I think it just slides out. Let's slide her out. So of course we have a charging cable. The charging block is coming later. I ordered a bundle for it, which came with a case and a charging block because they don't send you blocks anymore. You have to buy them separately. I don't know. But I don't have a block that I can use. I don't know what happened to the block for this, for my old Kindle. So we just ordered a block. It'll be here next month. It was a crazy wait time, but that's fine. And then here is the Kindle. This is like, not like a lot smaller, but a bit smaller than the other one. It also seems to be a lot lighter. And even the screen is the same. They just like took away some of the unnecessary outer edges. But the real attraction, oh my god, it's so pretty, is the color that I chose. I'm sure you guys can guess what color I picked. The options were, pretty sure, black, red, blue, or sage. Ooh! Look at how pretty. It's also like a soft velvety matte on the back. Even like the little buttons are green at the bottom. Really like it. The case that I got with it is just the one that matches it. The like official Kindle case until I can figure out what I have to type in to find this Kindle's cases, because I keep finding cases that'll fit my old one, but not ones that will fit this one that are like super cool and leopard print. Wow, look at that. But alright, I'm going to probably turn this on, get it set up, and then I'm going to make some coffee. I'm going to clean out my outside area because I think I want to work outside today, and get to work. So I will see you guys later tonight. Saturday. I did not update you guys yesterday because I honestly looked like garbage and I didn't want to put that on video. But I did do some reading, so I have been reading A Court of Thorns and Roses still. My plan is to finish it today. I really wanted to make some like really big progress with this mini magical readathon, but honestly, week-long readathons I don't do that great at. So there's no surprise there. I have to get this freaking book done so I can read others, and I'm going to try and read as much as possible today and tomorrow and get as many shops visited as possible. I decided to switch to physically reading this because I felt like I was grasping who the characters are more, and I felt like I was reading it a lot faster. But for some reason, I had it in my mind that Tamlin is the friend and Lucian was the possible love interest, and it is the opposite. So that really was messing with my brain listening to the audiobook because I kept trying to keep it straight and then I kept getting confused. But now that I'm reading it, Tamlin is the love interest, Lucian is the friend. I mean, we all know that this is not who she ends up with. I haven't read the second or third book, so that doesn't make any sense to me, but we know who she ends up with. So it's going to be very interesting to see, like, how does this play out? Because right now, I'm a big fan of Tamlin, but I also don't remember the ending of this book. I didn't remember a lot of this book. Like, small bits and pieces, but there's a lot that I'm just like, this is like reading it for the first time. But to be fair, I read this for the first time right when it came out. It came out, I bought it, read it, loved it, and that was over like probably 5 years ago at least. Let's see, what does the Verso page say the copyright is? 2015. So yeah, 5 years ago I read this book, and I totally forgot that every year Jennifer L. Armentrout, my favorite author of all time, she hosts a giant author signing conference called a Polycon, and I totally forgot that Sarah J. Maas was there, and I brought this and had her sign it. I totally forgot about that. So it does have To Becky, XOXO, Sarah J. Maas. How fun! But yes, I am really enjoying this. I'm glad that it's like holding up over time, that I still really love this. But I'm very excited to be finishing this. I didn't tell you where I'm at all. I'm on page 208, so I only have like another 200 pages left, so it's totally doable. I then have like 200 pages of boyfriend material to finish, so I'm hoping that that takes up today. That today I will be reading boyfriend material and A Court of Thorns and Roses, and then tomorrow I will try to read, or tonight, audiobooks, graphic novels, and try to visit as many places as possible. That's the plan. Hey guys, it is Sunday. I didn't update you again yesterday because I don't really know, but I did do a really, really big chunk of reading. So first up, I finished A Court of Thorns and Roses. This was really, really good. I forgot a lot of stuff that happens. I thought I had a pretty good grasp on things, but I really didn't. So I'm really glad that I went ahead and reread it. This was amazing, and I'm just like the first time giving it 5 out of 5 stars. I really, really loved this. I have to say though, everyone knows who Feyre ends up with, and right now I don't see how. Like, I really, really didn't like him when we first meet him. By the end of this book, I feel like there's a possibility, but I don't see how they're gonna end up together. But everyone ships them, so he must be great. Like, a lot of people I know who are really good about identifying like toxic and unhealthy relationships, they ship them. So there has to be hope. I'm assuming book 2 is just going to be super amazing and convince me to ship them. So I will just assume that book 2 will make more sense, because right now I don't see it. So finishing that means I have now entered Hogsmeade, which means now I can visit some shops. So I went ahead and visited 2 other shops last night. The first one that I visited was Hogshead, and that was to read a book that has less than 10,000 ratings on Goodreads. So for that, I decided to use Clyde by Jim Benton. This is a juvenile graphic novel, and it was really, really cute. I ended up giving it 5 out of 5 stars. It follows this bear named Clyde who is trying to make it to Grizzly City, where he's going to be bad. And it's just like, he's so sarcastic and adorably evil, and it was just so cute. I'm so happy that I read it. I don't know how more people haven't read it. I think it only has like 160 some ratings on Goodreads. It's less than 200. So it was a perfect thing to read for this challenge, but I really, really enjoyed it and gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Then I went on to visit Honeydukes, of course, and that challenge was to read a book that has pink or green on the cover. I decided to read a graphic novel that has both, and it is the amazing Dewdrop from Katie O'Neill. I've been wanting to read this book for a while, and I finally have. This, again, was really adorable and got 5 out of 5 stars. This one follows an ocelot that lives in a pond, and there's a sports fair coming up, and they are cheering on their friends and the different things that they are participating in for the sports fair. And it was just like so cute. And of course it has Katie O'Neill's amazing illustrations. I really enjoyed it. 5 out of 5 stars, no surprise there. And then finally, I am slowly but surely making my way to Zonko's. For that, it is to read a humorous book, and I am reading Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall on my brand new Kindle. I'm 75% of the way through, so I will definitely be having this done tonight. But really quickly, I'm going to fill out my map with you guys of the things that I have accomplished, and then I'm gonna get to work. I have my book club today. I'm still in my pajamas. I need to get dressed at some point since we have to go out into the world later today, but I have to do book club and do like an hour's worth of work, and then I'll be done today. So I'm gonna get started on that. So it is technically after midnight, which means the readathon has ended, but I didn't do a whole lot of reading during the day. I have been doing some reading tonight, but now it is after midnight. I am 90% of the way through Boyfriend Material, and that is the only reading that I have done. So I think I'm going to extend the readathon until I go to sleep. I would really like to try to finish Boyfriend Material, maybe get 1 or 2 other graphic novels done, maybe. We will see. So I'm going to keep it going until I fall asleep, and then I will end out this vlog tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we will find out officially all the shops I went to on my visit to Hogsmeade. Hey guys, it is the next day, Monday, and it is officially time to wrap up this mini magical readathon vlog. So let's go over everything that I read. First up, in order to enter into Hogsmeade, I read A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I really loved this. It was a reread, but I apparently forgot everything. I really didn't remember as much as I thought I did, and the parts that I did remember weren't completely accurate. So we reread this. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, just like the first time I read it. Then I made my way to Hogshead. For this prompt, you were to read a book that has less than 10,000 Goodreads ratings. I read Clyde by Jim Benton. This book has less than 200 Goodreads ratings. It is a really cute graphic novel about a bear who is on an adventure to be bad and go to Grizzly City. It was so cute. I really enjoyed all the sarcasm and the snarkiness in this book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Next, I made my way to Honeydukes, and this was to read a book that has pink or green on the cover. I chose one that has both and read Dewdrop by Katie O'Neill. This book also got 5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this. It is really, really cute. It was exactly what you would expect from a Katie O'Neill book, and I really loved it. The artwork was definitely my favorite part, as it usually is, and I would highly recommend that you pick this up, but it is definitely geared towards kids. Then I visited Zonko's Tricks and Jokes shop. For this, it was to read a humorous book, and I read Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall. This book was sent to me for review from Edelweiss, and I really, really enjoyed this book. It definitely had a lot of funny parts. It was definitely heartfelt. It gave me slightly Red, White, and Royal Blue vibes, but not 100%. I ended up giving this book 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was good, but it was kind of a bit too realistic for me. It definitely is more on the realistic fiction side than it is like the cutesy contemporary romance side like Red, White, and Royal Blue. I definitely enjoyed the ending, but again, everything was just very real, and I wanted to be a little bit more fairy tale. And then last but finally not least, I visited the Shrieking Shack, and for this one you had to read a horror or a thriller, and for this I picked a graphic novel that I've recently heard about. It was just added to Hoopla on my end, and that is called Something is Killing the Children, Volume 1. This is by James Tinian IV, and it's a really dark graphic novel. Well, in this case, it was a comic because I just read volume 1 that is about these, I think it's about different towns, but apparently this is happening like all over the place. But in this town, there's this creature that is killing children. And we have this mercenary, bounty hunter, monster hunter kind of person who shows up and takes care of the monster. And in this one, because it's only volume 1, we are introduced to what happened in this small town. We get a glimpse of the monster, we get a glimpse of the monster hunter, and then it pretty much ends. So it definitely is a good introduction to decide whether or not you want to continue on. I am not positive if I want to or not. I really liked the art style, I loved the gore, but it didn't give me enough where I would definitely continue on or definitely not. So I may pick up volume 2 at some point, I may not, who knows. But I ended up giving this book 3 out of 5 stars just for that fact. So now I'm going to fill out my bullet journal map, and unfortunately this readathon will be over. My map is all filled out. That means this has officially come to a close. I will say that this was really fun. I love all of the readathons that G hosts. Again, I'm pretty sad that there may or may not be any more Harry Potter related readathons coming from G. She is considering making them more generic so that people don't think that she supports J.K. Rowling. Either way, I will participate in her readathons. They will still be magical, but they will just not be Harry Potter. But again, I'm somebody in the community who really feels that Harry Potter and the magical world belong to us and not J.K. Rowling. So that's just my opinion, but I 100% support G. I will 100% still participate in everything that she puts out. I hope that there is still some kind of readathon and that it is as closely resembling these as possible, because I really, really enjoy them. Alright guys, that is everything that I have for you. If you ended up participating in this readathon, definitely leave a comment below. And if you ended up doing any kind of vlog or TBR or wrap up, leave the links to those videos down below because I would love to check them out. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, to please give it a thumbs up. If you loved it and you want some more bookish content from me, please hit subscribe. And if you want to be notified as soon as my videos go live here on YouTube, hit the notification bell. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!